This is a snapshot of a world crisis, a world of wars, and the victims fleeing the fighting. This is the border between Syria and Turkey, where in the last year hundreds of thousands have crossed, becoming refugees with little but the clothes they wear and their belongings in a bag. Around the world, 59.5 million people forcibly displaced by the end of 2014. That's 40% higher than just 3 years ago. That, in the words of UNHCR High Commissioner Antonio Guterres, is catastrophic.
To those that think that it doesn't matter because humanitarian organizations will there be able to clean up the mess, I think it's important to say that we are no longer able to clean up the mess. UN agencies, NGOs, the Red Cross, Red Crescent Society, we do no longer have the capacity and the resources to respond to such a dramatic increase in humanitarian needs in the world caused by this multiplication of conflicts. Every month a new conflict emerges in the world.
In recent days, the flood of frightened refugees has peaked again. 23,000 crossing into Akçakale in southern Turkey, finding shelter, some in camps, most with relatives. Razi Hussein left 4 days ago with his wife and 5 children. Their rush was desperate.
السبب كان بضرب طيران وما ظل بأمان بالبلد يعني. اضطرينا أن نمشي كل البلد جيل جاي على تركيا.
As the fighting in Syria subsided, some refugees took their meager belongings and returned to try to pick up the pieces of broken lives. But most remained too fearful.
كلها جت لهنا السورية. كلنا جينا. عم بيقولوا البوابة اليوم كويسة عم بيدخلوا ناس على سوريا. ما نستجري نروح. ما نستجري نروح على سوريا ما نستجري. لسه عم بيحارب بين الكراد والجيش الحر.
In the last year, Turkey has become the biggest refugee-hosting nation in the world. It's built a network of 24 camps and spent more than $6 billion to help Syrians within its borders.
We estimate more than 2 million refugees are today in Turkey. And Turkey has very generously opened its borders to such a large number of Syrians, of Iraqis, and of Afghans. And that has a special meaning in a world where so many borders are closed or restricted and where new walls are being built or announced.
But Turkey's enormous efforts, like those of aid agencies, risk being outstripped by the staggering nature of the growing crisis. In fact, funding has dropped, not grown, in the last year. 1 person of every 122 in the world is now forcibly displaced. That grim statistic could be worse in a year's time.